Hello, Rally Esports, and welcome back for another weekend of the Spring Open. Tonight we have the Hydras versus Marksmen. Tell me, Noah, how do you feel these games might go?
I'm definitely interested. Got a lot of history here. Hydra's been around Rally for a while, as well as Reapers starting our second match. So I'm definitely interested to see how they go. Who do you think's gonna take the first map? I'm really interested to hear that, Sora.
I don't know. It could be pretty tight. Marksmen, their first match that they had was pretty good, and then they've had some close ones. And then Hydras, they went to a map 5 round 11 in the last game I see them stream. So it could be very close.
Definitely gonna have to watch and see. Really gonna take time on those rotations. I like how Hydra's manages the map. Did a very good job of playing it very strategically. Don't get busy kill whoring and everything. So they're gonna be an interesting team to watch today. For anyone that's not here on a regular basis and is tuning in for one of the first time or for one of the first times, we have matches played every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday during the season opens. Our Friday and Sunday teams right now will be your C division teams, and your B division teams are on Saturdays.
If I'm not mistaken, it sounds like we were just told that the first map is going to be Fortress. So it looks like we're going to be starting out on a Hardpoint Fortress, which honestly, I don't think we have seen one of those yet. Well, chat, after we see a lovely Hardpoint Fortress, we're going to have a very extended stay on hotel. We're going to be going in and first checking in on an S&D, and then we'll have our first part of our extended stay for the control. If we manage to make it into a map 4, we will then be there for a hardpoint. So if we go 4 maps, you'll get to see every game mode on hotel. As we continue on, we will finish with a search and destroy on Asilo. It looks like they're getting their stuff situated now, and by the looks of it, it looks like we're going to have Hydras on Spec Crew, and Marksmen will be on your opposition, Portac. So for those of you who aren't familiar with those, it'll be on the left side of your screen will be Hydras, which will be marked Hydras, and then on the right side of your screen will be Portac, which will be marked as Marksman. Now we're getting ready to go in Hardpoint Fortress, and honestly, I think with this being the map that it is, whoever takes this has a chance of holding on to a good bit of momentum.
Definitely. And if they can win this and go on the hotel just right, either team has the potential for that very quick 3-0 sweep if they go into hotel with the right momentum. Let's see. Which team do we have spawning where?
So it looks like Marksman is going to be on gate side, and Hydra is on closed and open side.
So we see Hydra with the ideal spawn here. You see Lee getting that quick kill to shut off rotations.
Swag check picked up Sib. Brendan picked up K2. Xerxes that picked up Brendan for a trade.
There's a big push here. We got Reaper coming through the middle. Oh, he picks off Leo.
There. And he gets Vinny, so actually it's 3 there for Sib. 4 as he picks up Brendan.
It's a huge streak for Sib. Definitely a way to hang on to those spawns. Excellent job of controlling the map.
Yeah, and it looks like they will have control of P2 as Marksmen pick up the scrap of P1. Xerxes gets Reaper there on the plat. Vinny picks up Leo though. Swag with a double though on K2 and Sip, but gets traded out by Xerxes there. But control of the point has shifted.
Excellent
not
break
only
by Marksman
momentarily.
there. And they break back though.
That
Leo
they
comes
did.
from the back. Awesome break. You gotta love the flank there by Leo to take spawn control first and then be able to break the hill.
Yeah, absolutely. The way they pinched that ended up moving, quite well. They had their 2 at the gates, keeping them, kind of entertained, so then that way Leo can come up the back steps and kind of, you know, pincer them.
You see a good team rotation here, but Marksmen coming through to break up that rotation by flanking around through P1 to rotate new. It was a good play by them, even though they lost the gunfights.
They ended up getting swag checked there through the gate area. Leo getting Reaper down mid. And he gets swag checked down mid as well. Vinny picks up Sib and Xerxes, and he picks up K2 there.
Beautiful
And it looks
stun
like
by Vinny.
they now, well, they had control of the point, but Sib picked up a double. Swag check gets Sib out. Xerxes gets taken out by Swag as well. And that's 4 down there, with Swag getting 3 and Vinny picking up the 4th for them to have control of P3 right now.
Really seeing Swag go off here, a 4-piece and then a 3-piece, just absolutely taking the bull by the horns.
Yes, but he does get taken out by Xerxes for Xerxes to get control of the hill back. And it looks like instead of going to P3, they are going to make the rotation to P4. Leo picks up Brendan down in bottom art, it looks like.
So you got almost a tie game here, starting off P4, sorry.
Ooh, Sib trying to get the double kill, but Vinny manages to trade him out there, and it looks like the Marksmen do have control of the point for the moment.
I want to see how Xerxes controls this push up double stairs. Excellent team push coming from both sides there. Really coordinated attack. Love to see that.
Yeah, I will definitely say that Hydras have done a good job of breaking points as a team together.
Definitely. You're not seeing any solo pushes from these guys. Definitely 2 coordinated teams at work here.
Vinny managed to get them off the point to at least work with the scrap. And it looked
Scrap gonna
like
extend their lead.
Hydras was working their way over to the next point, but it looks like ASAP was sitting in open and managed to catch them as they were going over there. Ooh, Vinny walking through the closed doorway, not realizing that Xerxes was back there behind the door, and just gets lit up in the back.
Good kill by Leo setting up for mid.
Yeah, but Brennan ends up getting Leo there behind the cart. Swag there with a double on Sib and Xerxes, but gets taken out by K2 for the trade. Leo almost getting Reaper there at a single, but Reaper ends up taking him out first. Vinny picks up K2 and Brendan picks up Sib, giving Marksman control of the point.
The way they're set up on this point, just really everyone holding an angle, looking in each direction that could spawn.
Yeah, they're definitely working on holding the points together, but both teams are going back and forth with breaking and taking control.
I'm going to have to disagree with Metro's prediction here. I don't think this is going to be 3-0 either way. I think we might be looking at a map 5 from these teams.
I mean, if they keep up this momentum and it goes the same way in the search and destroy and the control, I mean, it's definitely a possibility. It just really comes down to what team takes what maps.
That's very true. We got K2 flanking here trying to get control of P1.
I think he realized he has someone above him, or at least next to him.
Swag had him checked off on that box teddy.
Xerxes
Just
picking
saying
up
K2 didn't
Brendan.
need hill pressure there.
It looks like Hydras are going to have position for P2, which they started with that last time too. And they're holding that backside for that back rotation coming from, you know, P1.
Off that spawn, you saw both K2 and Leo take off when they spawned double steps back around 18-wheeler to make sure they had control for those P2 spawns.
Sib there with a double on Reaper and Brennan. Tried to go
Almost
for
got the
3, but
third.
Vinny gets a double himself, getting Sib there at the end. Swag getting Leo. And Swag getting a double again. A lot of 2-pieces, 3-piece there now for Swag as they fight over the point.
Really love to see K2 just step it up here and just completely take out Marksman's defenses here.
Tib getting Vinny and Xerxes getting Jay, giving them the scrap again. It looks like what they're doing is Marksman is essentially feeding them the last 18 to 17 seconds as they use that to go to rotate.
ASAP with a big kill on rotation and gets taken off the
making
point.
it a cat and mouse game for them to have to try to play catch up. Ooh, Jay there getting Xerxes, Swag getting Leo, but getting traded out by Sib, but Jay with a double there getting Sib and K2. No one's gotten control of P3 quite yet. And as I say that, the Marksmen do step on. Sib there with the headshot on Swag.
Be a big break here from Hydras. Both two coming through top maps. But they still haven't got Jay out of the back. Jay still has that back control. Jay just completely controlling that back point there and it's set up on rotations. Might get taken off here by Sib, and he did. Sib with a big two-piece off rotation. Even though they lost that P3, they should be able to make this up on P4, having 3 of the 4 players rotated with a mid cutoff.
And Sib though gets a double there with Reaper and Swag there in that mid cutoff. One does manage to get to the P2, but gets taken out by Leo from the back spawn.
Sib continuing that mid rotation, got another one, finally got taken out by Reaper.
Swag seeing Xerxes at the last second and manages to drop him, get him, and also picks up K2. Almost shoots his own teammate there though. Manages to get the knife on Leo, but unfortunately then gets shot in the back by his own teammate Reaper.
It's a real mixy hill. You can get shot by anybody inside those cannons.
Yeah, they definitely are keeping it back and forth with this, as it being, you know, essentially a 20-point match between the two teams, pretty consistently with rotations. Swag gets Leo there off the top maps.
You're seeing Marksman just slowly pull away here with that scrap from the old and being able to partially set up new with Swag on top position.
Swag
Huge kill on Sib.
Too, but he gets taken out by Leo. Leo gets traded by Reaper and Vinny picks up K2, so they're still holding this point right now, as now they've gone to a almost 50-point lead.
Big kills. Let's see if they can push them in a 3v1 situation on Hill. Can they kill the last guy? And they cannot. Vinny holds tight on that last kill. We got another 2-man push going here for over 17 seconds. It doesn't look like Hydra is worried about rotations at all as Jay pushes through. We got Swag on a big kill on the old. Is he gonna rotate through new? Looks like he's gonna take the top angle and try to kill off P1. Only got 1 man on P1. Big kill there. Kill Sib off of spawn. That makes Hydra start spawning gate. If they can get this last man out of back 18 wheeler, they'll have set up spawns for P2. But they went off P1, so P2 is not worried about it at all. We saw excellent plays from both these teams until Marksmen started pulling away there at the very end. We're going to see if they can take that momentum into a hotel search and destroy. We saw Marksmen kind of run away with it at the end, winning by almost 100 points.
Yeah, no, they definitely, it was definitely really close there for quite a while, but Marksmen ended up, you know, getting their gunnies down and getting their rotations down, and essentially, you know, just stayed a step ahead of Hydras when it comes to getting the points, allowing themselves, so that even if they did get torn off, they still had that like little 20-point cushion that they gave themselves each time. So, Nova, going into this hotel S&D, how do you think this is going to fare for each team now that we've seen them play on, you know, Hardpoint? kind of get an
Well,
idea of who has the gunnies on which team and kind of how they play.
Well, honestly, I think it's really going to be favored to the side of Marksmen, both with them going into momentum and with them hosting this match or this map. My apologies, because I mean the host flip flops, and we saw Hydras have host first map, and Marksmen absolutely running away with it. And there in the end, I think if they can keep that momentum and keep that communication going with them having host, I think they should fare better on this side and should win this map too.
All right, here we go. S&D Hotel. What do you think, Nova? How do you think this is going to play? Do you think the defensive side is going to be what comes on top, or do you think it's going to be the attackers that kind of run, this S&D?
I think search is definitely based off that defensive round. As long as you don't overextend yourself and your team plays their angles right, defense is the easiest round to win. But I really think it's going to be determined on how much momentum is brought in by Marksman after that big finish on Hardpoint and them having host. I think it's going to be a big map for them. It's going to take a lot for Hydras to really take that momentum back over.
So it looks like Xerxes has picked up the bomb, and it looks like they're going to go with an A push here. They do have one person, K2, who has gone wide towards B on his own. He does have Swag there, but I don't think Swag notices that he's in the facility.
Using K2 as a distraction there on the opposite side and to kind of control the flank. The smart play by them.
Yeah, he's slowly creeping up. No one's noticed that he's on that side yet. He manages to pick up Swag, and he picks up Brendan as well. So that was definitely a smart play on him, especially with not being noticed. So now the attention is kind of on that side. Leo picks up Reaper, and K2 gets that. So that is 3 for K2 that round.
It was an awesome push by him. He absolutely pushed out the flank there. He mainly started that side to control the flank and make sure that no one got behind them, but ended up being able to be sneaky and push up further and get several clean kills. Good teamwork and good strategy, honestly, for Hydra. It was a great first round. They kind of kill that momentum pushed by Marksman. Hydra's with a defensive round here now after the huge offensive win. Should be able to win this round as long as they don't push out too far. We see Leo going bottom bedroom, setting up for that A-bomb, make sure no one pushes to it.
Swag picked up K2 and Xerxes.
I got bombed down on A with Leo. At 2v2 situation. Hydras know where bomb is down.
Swag picks him up and shoots him through that cabinet. So it is now Sib 1v2 against Brendan and Swag.
Sib giving up his location by shooting at Brendan. They know where he's at. Bomb is down A.
Sib does pick up Swag though.
I don't know if Sib's gonna have the read here to know where Brendan is sitting.
Yeah, but Brendan's also kind of playing it aggressively, so I think right there Sib may have heard him.
Very possible.
And he
Sib
did,
with a huge kill.
See, that's just one of those situations. If you're guarding what you have, planted down, instead of moving around constantly trying to hunt for where that guy might be, you kind of need to find a spot, bunker down, hold, and wait to see when he comes, because he has to come to that bomb. Running around like that eventually just kind of sells your position out, and unfortunately gives the last man alive an idea of how to approach you.
That's right. Play your time, play your bomb. We saw 2 excellent plays by Droop yesterday, where he was able to just play timeout and win 2 rounds for Bushido Shoguns yesterday against Reapers, just by being able to play his angle on the bomb and not moving around hunting for that player. So we got 2v2 split with Hydras getting the first kill. Drawing attention over to the B side. I don't know if anybody's been seen on A side yet. Looks like Leo's going to get the bomb down on A. With you got a 2-player distraction over at B. They do kill K2 to even up 3v3. As Zarnes gets the kill on Brennan, we're at a 3v1 situation. Swag's got to do a lot of work here and get 3 kills. Swag gets taken out by a good offensive round for Hydras there. Hydras up 3-0 in this search, really taking it by storm. They really stepped up and took momentum here. It looks like Marksman's really going to have to do something special offensively. Maybe a full 4 push in one direction just to kind of break up their 2v2 split they've been going. They're going to have to win those initial gunfights. It comes down to a select few gunfights in search. Almost every kill is an important kill. Being able to stay close enough and get your trades in search is a big thing. Seen by Leo at A-bomb. Leo gets taken out. Looks like all 4 marksmen are at A-bomb. One gets taken out. We've got Sib and bottom luggage.
Yeah, he managed to pick up Vinny after Vinny got Leo in bottom bedroom.
We also have K2 on the flank here. Might want to watch him. He might be able to pick up several more kills like he did the first round.
Sib getting Brendan there just from inside the railing of the steps. I will definitely say that this S&D is definitely seems to be going in the favor of Hydra. So it looks like we could potentially see, you know, a map count of 1-1 here. So it'll be interesting to see how the control goes. Because if we end up going to a map 5, it could potentially put this in Hydra's favor if they can run each S&D the same way and be very dominant. Now, of course, that would require them to also take that control and hope that the marksmen don't run too far.
We're really seeing marksmen not control that flank very well. They seem to be pushing all 4 to one side or maybe 3 in one. They're just not able to control the flank as well as they need to.
Swag picks up Sib, puts some shots on Xerxes, pops back out, trades shots with Xerxes again. Neither one of them taking each other out.
Yeah,
more
Jay on a huge flank here. Jay gonna come up behind Xerxes and takes him out. Has bomb open. Does not know there's one reception though. Can Leo get that kill?
He peeked reception and didn't see him.
Jay did not.
I don't know. I don't know what to say to that. Leo's sitting there on that desk. He literally peeked right in. So I don't know if Leo was laying down or if he just peeked in.
I think he might have been crouched down at the moment. Bomb down at P4.
It looks like Leo is going to push over to get it. I don't know if he knows.
I think Swag can see him
over there. So Swag wasn't looking. He sees him now. Fires some shots at him.
Can K2 get the cross trade? K2 does get the trade. Kills Swag off. A 2v2 situation. K2 does not hit any shots on Vinny.
Jay
kills Leo.
Jay picks up Leo though as he goes to planting, so even if they manage to end up taking him out, they still would not have had enough time to plant. So all they would have to do is play life there. They do finally make it on the board now.
That was a big kill right there, killing him off the plant. Really saved the round. Kind of interested by K2's play in bedroom that round. It seems like he was almost concerned to leave bottom bedroom area until Swag was in that gunfight. Makes you wonder, was he playing his life or did he not know what to do in that situation? We're seeing all 4 push here to A by Marksman. Or to B, my apologies, by Marksman. K2 with the first kill. And Hydra's going to have that information knowing there's 3 going B. Swag with a quick trade on Darnus. Bomb's going down B. We got a 2v2 situation here. Both teams know where each other are. I think Vinny might have seen Sib there. He might know where he's at. Yeah, looks like he did. Vinny's gonna get that kill on Sib. Leo gets the trade. Can Leo get the final kill on Swag? Swag gets the final kill for Marksman to win a round 2.
So Marksmen definitely saying, you know, they're not out of it as they, you know, work to make their way back.
Definitely. We love to see them fighting back. We definitely want to see this competition from these teams.
looks like they might be going
K2 flanks
B.
all the way around, goes back to B with bomb. Gets first kill by Leo. Oh,
I'm not sure. That was
a
definitely
very
something.
that was definitely a very close engagement by Jay and K2. K2 sadly lost it. And Brendan
And
gonna take care of one.
Sib getting shot in the back there though. He is
2v1
the lone
situation. They know where
Hydra,
Sib is.
and the bomb is on the other side of the map. He does pick up Brendan there and grabs his gun.
He saw the last
Jay
player.
saw him.
Oh, big snipe by Sib. That's gonna put it at a 5-2. Sib really took that round just by the shoulders. He just said, "Look, we're gonna win this one. We're taking it to 5." I think Sib had 3 kills that round, did he not? Or no, he had 2 with Leo. So Sib and Leo getting all the kills that round. Sorrow, if you're Marksman here, you know, on attacking round, what do you do with this bomb?
You know, they've been pushing A constantly. I would think at this point you either need to play a little bit slower, you try to get 1 or 2 down, and then work on the plant, or mix it up and try to go towards a B, because right now it's giving them the chance to almost like spider web. As you see, they're spread across the map here, kind of engaging them in that A position. So there's really nowhere for them to retreat to without running into at least one person.
We saw an all-4 push to A again, giving up the flank completely. We've got 2 players push through B. We've got a 4v2 situation going on here. If Jay and Vinny cannot pull this 4v2 clutch out, then that will be the end of the map. Looks like Vinny does see K2. Vinny's going to push him. K2 loses that, bring it to a 3-2. Sib sees Jay. Leo's going to get the trade.
And the bomb is down. It is now Vinny against 2, Leo and Xerxes.
Leo knows where the bomb is. Looks like Xerxes is playing his cross. I don't see any way that Vinny can make it out of this. Leo with the final kill there to bring it to a 6-2 victory for Hydras. Excellent map by them, coming with lack of momentum after losing map 1 by almost 100 points in Hardpoint, being able to clutch that 6v2 victory with a 4-round straight win before an opposing win.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely the momentum was shifted towards them in this S&D. S&D definitely seems to be their game mode. It'll be interesting to see how these 2 teams fare in Control, because in Control, not only do you have to worry about the points, but you also have to be very life conscious as well.
Very true. I would play this almost like Search, unless a Marksman can start picking up the flank, then Hydras should be able to run all over them. It's all going to determine how well the flank is covered from Marksman. That was really the key points there that made them lose.
So it looks like the teams are all set up, so we are good to go in to Control Hotel as we continue our extended stay. Now with this one, Nova, and I really do like making this joke, although it's kind of a dad joke, but when Control, top bedroom is definitely key to holding spawns. So you know that dude's just sitting there fluffing pillows and getting comfy.
Exactly right. Might even bring his own picnic sometimes when he sits up there.
Yeah, but no mints included though.
For that, we got to go out to the maid's cart and actually get out on the objective to get those mints, right?
Yeah. You have to work for those mints.
Perfect.
This is the Holiday Inn, not the Marriott.
Exactly. Funny enough, mentioning Marriott's, I don't think I've ever actually stayed in a Marriott.
I think I have once, and I can't remember why. And I've also been in there for business meetings before, but never actually like a guest.
Huh. We got 3 pushing through A and 1 watching back pay us. So we had no Hydras at B at all.
Leo
was an
getting
interesting
Vinny
feed.
there in lobby. That's
That was
3 down now as they rush to stack, and they have 4 on
four
A.
stack on Hydras.
And it is gone. So at this point, if you're a marksman, you just need to set up and hold B with everything you can. Brennan there with a double kill, though, on K2 and Xerxes.
Big two-piece setting off rotations.
Jay picking up Leo. Sib getting Jay, though. Spring getting Sib and K2 getting Vinny. And it's just trades back and forth. Swag getting Xerxes as he goes across Catwalk. They're debating whether or not they should push out there. Aspen gets K2. They do get Swags out of that area with a grenade.
You saw Swag there doing exactly what they didn't do in Search, holding off that rotation flank where they couldn't push from behind. Swag was doing an excellent job of that, making sure they couldn't flank. That really helps determine that defensive round for them.
Yeah, but even with all these trades going back and forth and holding the flanks, the life counts are still really close to each other as they're only a 2-life difference right now.
You also see Swag giving up some map control here, really letting that Marksman team be cornered again in that B area. We saw this not go well for them the last round of Search. Are they going to allow themselves to be pinched again?
Looks like Leo is sitting at L desk and managed to pick up Brendan there. And he picks up Reaper as well. He didn't see Swags, and Swags got them in the back as he was going to back and set up for that corner.
See Vinny push that bottom bedroom here, really holding that cross angle.
ASAP Brennan ends up getting Xerxes there. Sib gets Brennan though. Jay gets Sib, and then Leo gets Jay. So right there's back-to-back trades over that point. No one's really effectively sat on it to take it at the moment, but they haven't cleared it either.
Got a bottom luggage push here from K2. Is he going to be able to? No, he's not. He's taken out by Swag. Leo with a big
Leo there,
two-piece.
yeah, getting Swag with the grenade.
Sib gets on point. Vinny, big kill from up top. We saw a last second Hydras push there. They did a good job of trading out kills. Just was not enough to get those crucial kills.
I'll definitely say they did manage to set up B. Okay, they did have a few scary moments there when they looked like they were going to corner themselves and it could potentially hurt them, but they managed to make, you know, their kills count, stay alive, win their ones, and essentially won on keeping them at bay at time. But they also had life advantage as well. So, you know, even though there was a quick A give up there, they managed to collect themselves, get set up for B, and kind of keep Hydra at arm's length.
It's a good thing they did too. I don't know if Swag hadn't been there to cut off rotations right after they won A, I think they might have lost that B with a double flank, which was coming, but Swag was able to shut it down.
Just punched K2 in the face as they both came around the corner on arches.
Looks like we're seeing pretty close to the same play from Marksmen here as Hydras did with a full, not a full stack because they're setting up better around A, but we do have 3 of the 4 players over there. See all of Hydras rotating over. Vinny just missing them across narrowly.
That's 3 down there for Marksmen as they end up getting everyone but Leo. Leo does manage to pick up Vinny though as he was trying to work his way to B.
Smart play by Leo to rotate around and expect one to pick up B when they gave up A.
Sib and Leo get J and Swag, keeping them from that rotation. And it looks like Leo does have bedroom control, so he's kind of keeping them from spawning in. I don't know if Vinny hears Leo there or not.
I don't think he did.
He didn't. He pushed in, and Leo ends up getting him in the back. Though that's kind of like they just walk through and not just shooting him immediately. Well, but I've unfortunately gotten a scan and repair.
Nerd share screen. Nerd share screen. We got a kill from Leo there. So, I mean, it's off reception.
Jay holding that lamp right there, getting people coming through reception.
Able to hold, able to clear them off.
Yeah, he's definitely
able to clear them off with his hold angles. Excellent job.
Yeah, it definitely seems that they know how to hold B down, and that seems to be something that they've got used to. So definitely, I'd say between the 2 points, B is definitely the harder point to strip from that team. So if I was Hydras, I'd almost look at going after that point first if I got another chance on offense.
Definitely think so. B having so much less coverage and A being able to be your scrappy heel, I would look at getting B first, because if you can get it, A's a lot easier to control. We see Xerneas doing the same thing Jay just did last round, holding that lamp push. We've got a 2-stack at the moment on B, possibly a 3-stack if Sib jumps on point. We see Sib on point. They still got Jay top bedroom. Jay having that top bedroom control is not good for Hydras. They did get B though right before Jay killed him. So we see Hydras taking the B point right off the rip. Can they be able to take A control? We've got 2 marksmen pushed up through A, one sitting kitchen, one next to freezer, and one pushed up to rugs or connector. So they've got a full defensive line between Hydras and A here.
Yes, Nando, there is a match after this one. This one, the teams are just neck and neck and going back and forth, so it's going a little bit longer, as it's not going to be a quick 3-0. It looks like they could potentially go to map 4 or even map 5.
I just slowly making their way through that defensive wall. Brendan really putting in work, getting huge kills there. We got Swag here on a 5 streak. Could we get a cam on Swag? We got Swag controlling the connector, killing off Hot Tub. Finally gets taken out by Xerneas at double arches, with Vinny getting the trade there. Still got a defensive wall between Hydras and A. We do have Sib pushing back through spawn. The full flank, could he possibly do some damage there and open up a little bit of wall space for the rest of his Hydras team? Swag with another 2-piece, absolutely going off. Vinny got locked down. Vinny sitting couches. Will he see Leo? I think he did. Leo comes back to challenge, but Vinny runs away. Vinny's going to challenge P4, and Leo's not expecting it. Easy kill for Vinny. We got 3 down for Hydras again. A 1v20 for Xerneas. He's going to get on the point, alert them all that he is there. You see him running like just rabid dog straight to A point. They know exactly where he's at. And take him out by all 4 collapsing. Marksman taking the win and going up 3-0 to finish that map. And a map count 2-1.
Yep, 2-1. But we are going to be going into a hardpoint on Hotel, which we do know from the previous hardpoint, the Marksmen did kind of have a step ahead advantage. So this could potentially end here and be a map 4, and we could see a 3-1, unless, you know, Hydras come together and we see like how we did at the beginning, where it was a lot closer and they managed to, you know, just hold down rotations, and then we could have seen a map 5. But I don't know, what's your prediction, Nova? Do you think we're gonna stop here on this map 4 on Hotel, or do you think we'll see an Asilo search and destroy?
I think we're gonna stop here. I mean, you've got a 2-1 map count in Marksman's favor. Marksman hosting again. You've got Marksman going back to Marksmen going back. We got a win for each round of team, and them going back to Hardpoint where they took the final win there. I think Marksmen are going to be able to take this and win it 3-1. Sarah, I want to hear a map prediction for this one. I want to hear, what do you think the final score of this Hardpoint is going to be?
Both teams obviously know this map really well. I would say that Marksmen do have a slight advantage in rotation. Gunny power, though, is close to the same, so I want to say we could potentially see it being really close throughout, but I feel like Marksmen may pull away at the end, and I can see potentially a 40-point spread.
I can completely agree with that.
Now, as I say that, K2 gets a double there, as they do now take the lead, holding P1, but it does look
K2.
like Marksmen are going to be set up for P2.
K2 really took control of that hill. Had 25 seconds on hill with 3 kills. Almost got away from Jay there. Starting to just know there's one in the back. They have point control, but at the same time they have a pinch coming on from both sides. Leo getting Brendan off point, or Vinny getting Zonius. My apologies.
Swag does trade out K2, but Sib Swag trades out Swag, and it's still been a dogfight for this P2. But the Hydras are definitely here to try to prove us wrong if they manage to hold control over there for quite a while.
It's excellent.
Now, it is currently in favor of Marksmen, as it looks like Hydras are working their way to go ahead and rotate to P3 and set up for the rotations.
We do have Vinny back here in the back that is unknown to the Hydras. Can he make a play here? Looks like K2 heard him there. Heard him mental up. I believe he did. Vinny turns the wrong time and saw the door open.
Leo ends up picking him up through the doorway. And that
Excellent teamwork,
4
excellent
down.
communication.
Vinny gets thirsty, but Sib comes from behind and gets Vinny. Swag picks up Leo, but Sib picks up Swag and Reaper as they still maintain control. So I think that Hydras are definitely here to say, that we're wrong. They're not going to let Marksmen just run away with this.
Definitely. I mean, they're holding Scrap and already Rotator 2 in a 2v1 situation on New. They do win that and win the next one. They are completely set up on New at the start of the point. Only one player in the spot coming up behind, and he gets taken out too. Hydra's holding this point very well. Sib coming up behind the split spawn, and with Swag killing Sib. Sonius with a big two piece. Jay there trade him out. Leo takes out Jay. Just back and forth trades from these teams. This is a good spawn spot for Brendan. Can he do some work on the hill? He cannot get stunned walking through the doorway.
They're sitting at an 80-point gap right now and still have control of Scraps.
Very true. We do see only one person rotate. He does have hold for New, but gets taken out. So they will not win the rotation battle for the next point. Marksman will be set up on the next point. I think it's the first rotation battle we've seen Marksman win in this map.
It is, but as you can see, Brendan already down. Vinny and Swag, though, pick up 3, but Xerxes gets swagged with a grenade. So it's definitely back and forth as they're trying to break this.
Waiting for a team push. Hydra's doing amazingly there. Did not see a single solo push there. You watched the entire team wait and push in together. That was perfectly timed, well executed. Big win there by Sib too. Good kill to maintain control of the point. And we're looking at 80-point spread here, guys. Hydras might be trying to return the favor of that 100-point loss they had on map 1. We do see Marksman win rotation for this next hill also. Can they hold against a Hydra push? That's the question here.
Yeah, this
down.
this point here in the rotation back to P1, they definitely need to make sure they hold as much as they need to get themselves back into this game.
Looks like they're winning so far. We do have Sib rotating out to hold out long rotation. We see the Marksman push up through couches here. Swag pushing in the bottom bedroom. Winning that first kill, but not being able to get the second. He is still pushing off deeper in that first line of defense for the new rotations. Marksman really playing us back here. Beautiful
Brendan there with
Brendan, though.
Double there to give his team the ability to hold control of this point, but Xerxes responds to the double of his own, and Sid picks up Reaper, and just like that, what seemed to be Marksman control has now shifted over to the Hydras.
Vinny with a huge three-piece, clearing Hydras completely off the point. Vinny with another clearing off back rotation, and with him and Brendan clearing out, they're gonna have rotation for P2.
Vinny barely escaping there with his live as Brendan ends up picking up reception to save him. But with that being said, though, they did have Swags and another go down there, so they only have 2 people on this new point rotation at the moment.
Vinny did give up rotation there. Zarnias pushed in, unknown to the Marksman team, and we have one back, Shandy, also. So they've completely enclosed in. They're waiting for that perfect team push. They're in a 4v1, 3v3 now, evened up very quickly. Big kill from K2. You do have Jay being the back being a nuisance, even though Hydras are getting all this time. They're going to have to coordinate this push quickly. Hydra's still maintaining control of points. Sib absolutely going off just before he dies on a 5 streak. So it looks like Marksmen have chose here to rotate, except for the one reception who just got picked off. He'll end up rotating also. Sib on the early rotation, cutting off routes. We've only got one Marksman on the point of new. So it's going to be 1v1 between him and Sib. Whoever wins this is going to have rotation of the heel. Looks like Vinny's going to snake Sib to win that rotation battle. Marksman having control of the hill right now and down by approximately 60 points.
They definitely need to maintain control of this and then also the rotation to P4, because if they allow Hydras to get another good point in, I mean, they could win it off of it.
If Marksman can win, you know, back-to-back rotations here, we might very well see your prediction come true with them winning by 40 points. Zarnias, a very good attempt there. K2 might be able to get his trade. If K2 can get that trade, Hydras get control of the hill. He did. But we see Marksman come in and trade back out to hold scraps. With Marksman on the rotation too, Vinny winning those rotation battles.
Yes, but Vinny is unfortunately there on his own, so he's going to need support from his teammates quickly before he gets pushed by the 3 Hydra players here. He manages to get 1, picks up 2, but gets shot in the back from Sana. But they do have control right now. Looks like they have one.
Splits on here, bottom bedroom. LDS picks him up. There's only 3 Hydra players that can even make a difference on this hill. Swag with a huge kill. Swag with a big 2-piece.
Vinny with a 2-piece as well as he picks up Xerxes and Sib, but gets straight up by K2 there. K2 with a double getting Vinny and Swag.
That was a big contest there by K2, just laying down the doorway and taking that chow. We got one player coming from the Swag coming up behind Spa. Can Swag win this gunfight? He does. Gets a 2-piece there.
So it looks like they're going to rotate out, but they're definitely going to have to hold this point and get as much as they can, as well as get, you know, the
depending on how well Marksman holds here, this could be the last point. We've got Hydra coming up behind them. Jade doesn't know he's there.
Hit with
Hydra
a
takes control
3-piece.
quickly. Bring in with a 2-piece.
That was all 4 down for Sib there for them to hold that point.
Sib absolutely going off on a 6 streak right now. Still haven't taken Sib off. Sib holding down that point like a madman. Finally gets taken off. Brandon's gonna have to win this gunfight. 6 seconds left that Hydra needs. Looks like they're gonna no, they are gonna push for it. Sib loses that gunfight. One more push and Brendan got Xerneas on the other end. Will he be able to find him on couches before the end of this point? Looks like not. We have Hydra winning rotation battle too, and they only need 6 seconds.
They do
Swag.
manage to get in to contest it. Swag's
Swag
gonna have
can
someone to
have
his right, and he
Swag
doesn't see
down.
it. Sid picks him up, and that is it. Hydras end up
Hydras.
taking control. So we're going to be going into a map 5, S&D Asilo.
Hydras with a 35-point win on Marksmen. We saw a late start from Marksmen. They really started stepping up towards the end. I think Marksmen kind of walked in there with a bigger head, knowing that they are very good at rotation and respawn. I think Marksmen kind of walked in knowing they were going to take that map, and Hydras devastatingly upsetting them. Score is 2-2 right now.
Now we will go ahead and move on and go to S&D on Asilo. Which, how do you feel about Asilo as an S&D map?
I can't say I'm too happy with it, honestly. You know, I'm not a huge fan of Asilo. It is a good map. We see Sloth give 4 subs right now. We now have 5 on the night, and the agreement was that if Sloth gave 4, Metro would give 5, and that would give our 10 tonight to give challenging Tiff.
You are absolutely right, and you know, we're sitting here, and it looks like we're close to a high train. So it looks like if Metro does uphold his end of the deal and also gives his 5, we'll be sitting to the hype train, which we should keep this going and try to get as much support as well. And I'll tell you what, for each 5 subs we get after the 9 these gentlemen do, we will throw in another fun thing to go with this match, whether it be Tiff has to use a certain gun or like different handicaps and things for either teams. He subscribed themselves. Thank you for the subscription. So
We're
there
sitting
you
at
have it,
6
Metro.
right
If you
now.
are watching, we have 5 right now.
6.
6. Oh, 6. Oh, wait. Yes, you're right. 6, because technically Nerd also gifted the very first one. So level 2 hype train.
Yep, level 2 hype train. 77% to level 3, guys. We might be running 8s after. It depends on how late the match 2 takes, because we haven't even started match 2 yet, so it's going to depend on how late that goes. We have Metro gifting 5 subs.
There you have
There
it.
it
He
is.
gives it 5, and that's the 10. I'm sorry, Tiff. You have volunteered me for stuff. The notes to me. This is just kind of sweet revenge back to you.
That's right. So we now have challenging Tiff weekly as Marksmen take round 1 win in search.
Tiff Sundays to end the stream? Yes, we could potentially do Tiff Sundays to end the stream.
4 more, and we will come up with another fun event to do on Rally streams, okay? So let's see if we can get 4 more subs tonight and see if we can get something else going on also. Gifted subs also count.
I know that at one point Tiff wanted to do her version of 8s called Chaotic 8s, which essentially I think she opened it to where the 8s didn't have CDL restrictions. They were pretty much a free-for-all 8 weapon choice. Although I would say if we did that, I would make 1 GA and say that no M4s and no Phoenix.
Yeah. All right.
Everything.
first kill for the Hydras, 3v4. Hydras getting the second kill, 4v2 situation in round 2.
And for all of you that don't know, Sloth is the captain of PPG and a member of Nightfang, and Metro is the GM of Shadows. So they are definitely supports in the rally community. So we thank them for both their support as a player and as a manager, but also their support here on stream and making Tiff do things that we know that deep down inside would potentially pain her.
Exactly. Hydra's taking that final kill there and winning round 2. 1-1 the round count in map 5.
So Messiah, the subs have come in. So it looks like you get to partner with Metro, Sloth, and Tiff for the challenging Tiff Sundays.
Messiah
Again,
like
chat.
that is awesome.
Yes. Again, chat, if we end up getting subs afterwards for each 5, we'll put another fun handicap on those matches. One, we could do, everyone runs a knife but Tiff.
That would be awesome. Even 2v2 trades here. 2v2 with 22 seconds to defuse the bomb.
Oh, Leo attempted to break it up, but they still managed to have enough time.
Marksmen going to take the round 3 win, putting him up 2-1.
This S&D is definitely sitting a lot closer than the previous one. I just want to point out, though, Nova, that my PC is so awesome right now that I have to stream on one screen. I have Nerd streaming his screen on another screen, and then I have my game stream with me watching, so I'm watching 3 different views at once.
Yo, why don't we have a stream delay? No, I mean, like I was actually off the past 3 rounds. I've been watching the stream. Like
There's a stream delay. I'm watching it. There's a stream delay. I just watched it sit on Brendan there for a minute, and then it finally swapped to Jay. So there's a delay there.
Oh, okay. It's not much.
So it looks like Xerxes did go down. I missed who took him out, but we are sitting 4v3 right now, as we're kind of sitting at a standstill. Swag picks up K2. Leo gets a stun in there. He knows that they're in there. Bomb goes down. Vinny ends up picking up Sib, but Sib came through the window. Leo does get Vinny.
Leo,
if you were... Oh, Leo getting caught there as he comes through kegs.
Once that A-bomb gets planted, it's so hard to get back in there and defuse when you have multiple people defending it. They can just clearly watch every angle.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. I would like to point out that Swag is going 8-1 right now in this S&D.
Oh wow, I hadn't even noticed that. That is wow. Swag's been really popping off. This entire match. Swag has been, top frag for his team every map.
Yeah, same thing with Leo on the opposition. Leo has been the top frag for them as well. There for a minute, they were both sitting at 30 kills, 40 kills that one match. So they're definitely top players. Xerxes there gets Swag though behind the bar, but gets traded out by Brendan.
Leaving Leo in another 3v1 situation. So ASAP hurt him there. Have the head glitch on him. Another round win by Marksmen, putting them up 4-1 in this game 5.
while saying they're already making a Discord group, so they're ready for Tip Sundays. K2 struggling a little bit in this S&D.
You know,
He
K2.
just picked up another kill though, so he's getting back through. He's rotating through bottom. Oh, but Brandon gets him as he enters the bar area.
K2 seems to really be that ratty player. He's a very streaky. He's either on or he's off. You know, we've seen a couple maps where he wasn't performing his best. We've seen one map where he absolutely just, was huge on the flank, and it almost seemed like Marksmen couldn't stop him.
This map definitely seems to be Swag's map as he's sitting 9-2 right now. Leo picks up Brendan. That leaves Swags on his own. I'm pretty sure they saw him there, but they didn't push forward. They'd be playing a little bit slower.
I don't know if Zernis saw him.
You think he maybe got around the wall? Nope, they definitely saw him. He tried to set it up. Can he get the bomb down in time before they get to him?
He does hit the bomb down.
And Leo picks Swag up to get the defuse.
It's a big round for them. Put it 4-2. They're definitely going to have to start putting something together if they're going to come back and win this.
You're all right, but remember the last S&D, around this point, Hydras were up 4-0, and they end up coming back, and I think they only end up winning like 6-3.
6-2, 6-3, yeah, something like that. So if we see the same pattern here, then it should turn back and start going in Marksman's favor right about now. But never know. Zarnius did not see whoever's in that window. Was it Jay? Hydra's going to get bombed down here in a 4v2
Leo picking up
situation.
Swags, yep. And you have Metro in chat going, no, you saw him through the window. You should have pre-fired.
I can completely agree with Metro. He did see him through the window. K2 getting a kill, leaving Jay in a 1v4 situation, rotating all the way around behind him on the flank.
I honestly think Hydra have this. There's too many for him to have to kill and defuse in such little time.
I think it's going to be looking like it's going to be a round win for Hydras. He got around the guy back van there, but unlucky for him, there was one sitting in the bomb room watching.
Unbound at the moment, we haven't released who's currently has the highest thing at the moment, but for tonight's, it's an even right now on map 5, currently sitting 4-3 as the Hydras are making their way back into this S&D. Yeah, Swag's down 10-4 now, so he's died 2 rounds in a row and only really picked up 1 kill. On the opposition, though, Leo has now gotten back to the positive 5, sitting 7-4.
Leo really stepping that up. We see Vinny with the first kill on Zarnius.
It's Xerxes.
Xerxes, my apologies.
Yeah, haven't you ever watched the movie 300?
Look, it's been a while.
K2 picking up Swag as he hopped out the window. So it is now a 3-3.
Back to a 3v3.
Bomb is down on A, though. Leo picks up Brendan, but Vinny picks up Leo. K2 is the last alive against Jay and Vinny.
They do know there's one in bomb room as Leo stunned in there and should be letting K2 know. Marksmen taking that round win right there, going up 5-3. If they win one of the next 3 rounds, they will be the winner of tonight in a game 5 match.
What do you think, Nova? Do you think that Marksmen will be able to close this out here and take the win, or do you think we could potentially see a reverse from the opposition?
Well,
think Hydras have it in them?
you know me, Sorrow. I love seeing game 5s, round 11s. I love seeing it, so that's what I'm hoping for here.
Well, it looks like Tiff has accepted. Did he stick? Oh, no, he just missed Leo. Leo ended up getting swagged. I almost thought that he managed to stick it with that, but he just barely missed him. Jay, though, getting Leo and Brendan getting Xerxes, so it's currently a
Brendan getting a
3v1
kill
right now,
inbound.
and Sib is the last. Vinny picks up Sib from the top hill, and that is 4 down.
That will
And
be a defuse for Marksman. Marksman clutching that game.
Will run away with this in a 3-2 victory, but boy, was it close.
We saw Hydras really trying to come back after Marksman got up. Just 600 damage from K2. Wow.
Definitely good game to both teams there. That was definitely a hard, fat round between both. You know, it could have gone either way. Congratulations to Marksman coming out on top with the victory there at the end. Not gonna lie, with that being S&D, I really did honestly put that in favor of Hydras, but you guys definitely showed that you are no slouch on the S&D either. And so with that being said, you know, we appreciate your support. We appreciate being here. Don't forget to stay tuned in the future for challenging Tiff. Now that you guys donated for that, that is going to be a thing. And it'll be entertaining to see how that all plays out.
While we're here, guys, don't forget to check out the website. Go look at, you know, everything that's going on in the world of RallyEsports. There's a bunch to offer on the website, a couple different things you can look at, or join the Discord and see all the teams and everything we have going on. We have open positions within Rally that you're more than happy to apply for. We'll look at those. And of course, check out the merch shop. See if there's anything any certain team you want to represent or support.
Rally is also currently accepting outside teams. So after this season, all 4 of our divisions will be opened up again, going into a RaZe season. So if you didn't get your chance to participate in this season we have going on now, the next season is your chance to show everyone what you got. So we keep an eye out for when that announcement goes close to the end of this season, and we look forward to seeing some fresh new faces as well as a lot of old returning ones. But till then, rally up. Thank you for all your support.